This is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Open man downfield, that's Marshall. Still going inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Brandon Marshall, 75 yards. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A gain of 6. That's good for Las Vegas. First down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To the air, Williams. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21.
At the Steelers' 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Williams. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before break. Williams. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Here's Williams. A final shot before break. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side. coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Williams looking to do it himself, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Working out of the gun, Williams. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're able to build on things here with a field goal. But, you know, the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because you know the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. You'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. This is Fant on the short completion. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Second and 5. Williams looking to do it himself.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll go. Here's Williams. And this is caught that they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And just shutting him off there. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's first and goal.
And the Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams looking to do it himself.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And now an audible here into something else. Straight ahead, Patterson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
It's a loss of 4.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Trying to run it with Patterson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it. Because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know you're with them.
Myers' kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think that pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Gets this to Fant. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
That's good for the Steelers.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 34-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And Wilson with it, complete. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Raiders escape with a victory. So this one, a victory for the Raiders. So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League welcomes you to USAA Stadium. USAA, an official salute-to-service partner of Madden and the NFL. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. We're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why that so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays? And how much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
What is up? He'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. From the 34-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams, and that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 7. Now give on the ground. He's to the 10. And he's in! Marshawn Lynch. Touchdown Steelers. Now the extra point. His kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 18, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Pass caught right side by Gronkowski. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Tag. Cougar 19, Dragon 60.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And it's 3rd down.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this.
Here we go, Shaq. Let's go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. The first carry for the Spartan. Kenneth Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
At the 1-yard line.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I don't hate the decision, Mike. Be aggressive. Come away with a touchdown. But what the quarterback understands in this situation is you just can't hold the ball. You got to get it out of your hand. Give your guy a chance to come down with it. And he puts the ball in harm's way, and results in a pick.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
60
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Hot 70.
On 2nd down, Walker. And will bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. In the middle, he's got Gronkowski. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 29
That one
yards.
good for 29. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
19.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Randy Moss. Touchdown, Packers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Okay,
Now,
ready?
a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
Here we go. Hot 70. 60 Bison. 60.
They'll run for it with Walker. And he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Start on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up 3rd down. Now Williams. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Moving to his right. Now he takes off.
The quarterback on the scramble. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
So we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
They'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Green Bay first down. The RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite.
They'll look to throw again. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it. And great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts.
Ready?
And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here's Walker. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Well, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Forced out wide. That is incomplete. So the task.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. This caught. And the clock will stop. Timeout called with 5 seconds remaining.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series. Hello, everybody. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate. But these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. Has him on the quick hitter. Free inside the 30. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Working inside the red zone. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Steelers nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Williams starting with the pass here. And his first offering of the game lines up incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. That's incomplete on 2nd down. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably... There's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Dropping back to throw.
at the Steelers.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
And the Commanders' first down.
19. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. To throw here on 1st down. Finding Johnson once more.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. The Steelers calling their first time out. Jason Myers lining up for the field goal try. A very short kick here from the right half. Myers' kick is good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Crosses midfield, and he's still going. Oh, I don't think so. He took it all the way. Oh, baby, what a return. Touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers cut it to a field goal game.
Commanders 10, Steelers 7.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone he had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40. Throwing now on first down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the red zone on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He brings it in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 2 yards. It's second down.
Williams set to pass. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to be set up